Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So it's down to business here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Azar. Nicely weighted ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Hakimi. And Reinders. Bellingham. Basaro. And this is Azar. He's through and all alone! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he shoots! Goal! Milan! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tries to play it through. Hazard has it out wide and in space. Lovely feet. Great defending, strong and determined. Kokchu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Reinders. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And this is Azar. Reinders. Now, can they get him away? And this is Azar. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! It's in! And he celebrates his 30th goal. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Well, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Messi is behind this one, and it's the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. That's Van Nistelrooy! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shot a goal! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. Reinders. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here, and he plays one through.
That was lovely, that.
Finds himself. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, è il momento dell'estrazione di oggi. Tenete a portata di mano i biglietti ricevuti all'ingresso.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Milan e Inter.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And already we're underway here. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I think it'll be fascinating, Peter, to see what this fella Gavi's been tasked with, because he's very good at progressing the ball, recycling the ball, distributing the ball, and you'd expect him to be in a box-to-box type role. But I also like his energy, his dynamism, his telling passing, and he adds so much more than that to the side.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Looking for options for movement, delivers the ball, there's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box, no shortage of targets here.
Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Played into space, and this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Mbappe. Zanetti. Showing great feet there. That's tidy. He's under a lot of pressure there. Rodri. Played out wide. Ball driven towards the far post. Now it's Gavi. Takes a shot! Goal! Inter! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build.
Goes for a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
That's a sharp pass. That is good alertness. And it's Zanetti. Looking for the run. And this is Raul. Raul plays. He's got tall. They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Opts for safety.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Azar. Massaro. Nice looking ball. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Reinders. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Gavi. Albert Ferrer promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time.
Inter have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, no joy this time. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's on his way! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Azar. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Azar. Azar. Threads one in. Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And another try! Not the most convincing of passes. Hakimi. And Reinders. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hazard.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And it's Bellingham. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. Tries a shot! It's fallen kindly here. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. reflections on the first half?
Milan really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's Koundé. Milan needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Can he get it through? Can he finish? There's a goal! The second half sparked straight into life. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he's
given it. Gavi! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Inter Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Van Nistelrooy! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Albert Ferrer cuts it out. Reinders. Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
And the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, that's neat. And this is Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. In with the challenge. Hazard. It's run loose here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Reinders. It's a good spell of possession, this. Can he spark a counter here? Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Gavi. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Koundé. Zanetti, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Koundé. Howson. Koundé. Gavi has found the net here, of course. Koundé. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Well read, nice interception. Szoboszlai. Zanetti. Now it's Raul. And he's picked out the run. He is through. It's Raul! And that would have won it.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's put paid to a promising move. Zanetti. That has not gone well. Now he's off and running. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, this looks sharp. Tries to pass it through. Van Nistelrooy. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper...
And that will be it. Milan were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that
It's Fulham! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable... Van Nistelrooy in for the pieces! No mistake! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate.
Great chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Forlan certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for the run. Bellingham. Mbappe. And that has left him in a heap. Hakimi. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. First quarter of an hour gone. He's shifting through the gears here. Threads one in. Albert Ferrer lays it forward. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Bellingham. And it's Van Nistelrooy. That ball looks a good one. Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Reinders deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Reinders. And it's Messi. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Zanetti. And he skips past his man. Reinders. De Nielsen. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now, can they get him away? He won't be happy with that one. Forlan. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Spread it left. Knocks it into space. Caicedo. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Messi. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Ribery. And this is Forlan. Big chance! He's had a shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Hakimi. Oh, what a ball! And that is expertly dealt with. Now that looks a decent ball.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Messi. Now it's Bellingham. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Albert Ferrer. And we hit half-time.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que no está permitido llevarse a casa los balones que vayan a parar a la grada.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Milan really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Now this could be a chance. And the flag has stayed down. And the shot! They've done it! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Bellingham. Bellingham! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there. first time we've seen them try that. It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Ribery. Hernandez. Now it's Forlan. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he's quick to snatch it back. Hakimi. No way through.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So we've reached the hour mark. Tries to pass it through. Zanetti. It's Bellingham. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. That has been cut short. Van Nistelrooy. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Into the channel.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here. Forlan! And yes, it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Forlan just did brilliantly to get that under control before what was a really good finish from me too. He made it all look so effortless as well.
Another one! This must be his personal high. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Now it's Messi. Sends it crossfield. Danielson could try cutting inside here. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And that's gone loose. Milan have reclaimed it. Caicedo. Can he get on the end of this? That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's managed to get free. Big chance, corner. Milan have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tomori. Ribery. Hernandez. And it's Bellingham. And it's Caicedo. Ribery. And he's cut it out. Zanetti. Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. And Reinders. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's having a shot! They've scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Messi. Van Nistelrooy. Zanetti. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Bellingham. This looks promising. Mbappe. Now is this the final assault? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Minutos de descuento.
Albert Ferrer cuts out the pass. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Out to the right. He has found a way through. And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. That's at the end. Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the...
Oh, terrible... Goes for a shot! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise. Ah, he's given it away. Just the keeper to beat! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe is onto this. Reinders. Hakimi. Looking for options for movement.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
A header! He scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
No, it's come to nothing, and he's gone direct here. Quarter of an hour played. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Mbappe. Caceres calmly anticipates. De Bruyne. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Zanetti. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Perez. Now it's Marquinhos. He's got away. Massaro. Van Nistelrooy. Looking for the run. Oh, that is a nice touch. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up.
Face to face with the keeper. There's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Cleared without complication. Messi. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Massaro. Good running, strong and purposeful. Shifted it to the flank. Massaro! Decent enough try. And that's been won straight back. Massaro. And he's been shifted off it. Could move up a gear here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Perez. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Van Nistelrooy. De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. De Bruyne. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now, who's going to be first to this? Looking to play him in. Massaro! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's Perez! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Reinders.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Hakimi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe. Mbappe! They've done it! And they've got their lead back. And the first half is done. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Cambio di giocatori.
There's the start of the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Perez. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Massaro, Rodri spots it and intercepts. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Azar. Oh, nicely intercepted. Albert Ferrer. Massaro. Azar. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? De Bruyne. And he's intervened well there. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Engages and forces him off the ball. Spread out to the left. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Hakimi. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's found a way through. Delivered across. Khan claims it. Safe hands. João Neves. And it's De Bruyne. Chips it through. Picked out brilliantly. Real chance! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And now he has two. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Knocks it out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. De Bruyne. That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. He has found a way through. And the shot! Sticks it away! Back to within 1! Interesting! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go complete.
There's a quick free kick. Oh, looks a smashing ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's had it nicked away. But this is Van Nistelrooy. No, that's been intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Can he get it through? He's being urged to shoot. And that is expertly dealt with. And they've got rid.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he cuts out the supply. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played. Hakimi. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Gaisca Mendieta, Peter, is such a tremendous athlete.
Pretty much the full midfield package, isn't he?
Because he has that wonderful technique to go with all the tremendous energy and dynamism, everything a modern midfielder needs.
Well, they tell me he was a very talented middle-distance runner in his youth. That makes sense.
Well, I think it would explain his stamina.
Bellingham cuts out the pass. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Zanetti. Reinders. Hakimi. Now Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception, well timed. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham. Massaro. Mendieta. Messi. And he was quick to react. Milan appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Reinders. Mendieta gets a foot in here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... And Sané! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mbappe! Nice control. Can he get it through? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi. Milan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Reinders. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Aimed beyond the defence. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ruben Neves cuts it out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Shot at goal! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Reinders was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Massaro, and he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Messi is standing over this one. And this great chance! Albert Ferrer gets it clear. Played out wide. And it's Hakimi. And it's made its way to him. Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Terrific header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Albert Ferrer. Looking for the run. Well, played right into his... Real chance! just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking to play him in. Van Nistelrooy. Turns back here, probably the best option. Massaro. Reinders. The ball has bounced loose now. It's a threatening ball.
Il quarto uomo indica
Sarri,
2 minuti di
looking for
recupero.
options for movement. And it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. And the pass is intercepted. Messi gets into some space. Bellingham! Oh, taken with style! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop it. And it's half-time here.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile vedere la piantina dello stadio.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Massaro. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. De Ligt gets across to intercept that. Bellingham. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now that looks a decent ball. Costa Curta makes the interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe. And he's picked it up out wide.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Knocks it into space. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Grinders. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Hakimi,
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953
Bastoni spots it
spettatori.
and intercepts. Costa Curta. Nice looking ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that was vital. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he...
And Sonny! Hakimi. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's in on goal. Shoots! No mistake! And the lead is extended still further. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he...
Oh, given away! And he's there to belt it away. Albert Ferrer. That's an imaginative pass. No, that's been intercepted. Hakimi. Over to the other side. Costa Curta. Mendieta. Massaro. And it's Bellingham. And it's Messi. Picked up. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! It could be a lifeline. Two more needed. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Van Nistelrooy. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Great vision.
That's positional gold. He utilised...
Chance! He should have put that one away.
I could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
He's trying to hit the front line here. Tries from distance. And somehow he managed to miss it. Chelsea have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Milan are looking to go forward now. He's in plenty of space here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there. Well, it has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mendieta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Reinders. Spread out to the left.
Might want to be careful there.
De Ligt concedes a free kick for that.
Cambio di giocatori.
De Ligt has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Lovely pass,
Ci
but
saranno
can he
3
get
minuti di
there?
recupero.
Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good... Cristiano Ronaldo! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's good running with the ball. And the shot's on here. He's come in hard. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Your reflections.